Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Slay the Spire 2. So, I've played maybe 15 hours of Slay the Spire 1, I haven't played that much. I never got into like the harder versions, the Ascensions or whatever they're called. Literally played for like 10 hours, 15 hours, something like that. But I heard that the new one was coming out and that was essentially just, you know, an upgraded version of the old one. Like Ironclad, for instance, he's like the main character, or the base character in the first game, right? So, he seems to be the same in this game. So I waited until this one came out, and now it's here. It's early access, but we're going to give it a go. The last soldier of the Ironclads crushes foes with sword and flame against his will. Burning blood at the end of combat heals 6 HP. Looks like this is the first time playing Slay the Spire. Do you want a brief tutorial and some messages to help you out? Sure. I think I remember like the basics pretty well, but we'll go with it for now. Select a room to travel to. To move up the spire, pick a room to enter. Once you complete the room, pick an adjacent room to keep climbing. Sure. This is like the halfway point here. I don't really have much gold, so I guess we avoid merchants. I don't know how good the question mark rooms are, really. I never played enough of the original game to really tell. I can't really take... I guess I can take 2 elites if I go far left or far right. I'm going left first, I think this way. I don't know, we'll see. Seems fine. This game looks a lot crisper than the previous game, I'll say that. Defeat enemies by playing cards from your hand. Cards require energy to play once you're out, and the turn. At the start of your turn, new cards are drawn and your energy is replenished, yep. Play defensive cards to gain block. When enemies are about to attack you, block reduces incoming damage but wears off at the start of the next turn. During your turn, you can observe an enemy's intent above them. If an enemy is intent on attacking you, be sure to block. So he's doing 12 damage. Take 2, but that's fine. So essentially, Ironclad, because he heals for 6, right? I guess you can just take up to 6 damage, isn't really an issue. Vulnerable. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage from attacks. Sure. No more cards. If there are no cards to draw, your discard pile is shuffled into your draw pile. That makes sense. He's still vulnerable. And he's going to empower. This enemy intends to use a buff. And he is still vulnerable. I guess I just stack more vulnerable for the next turn. I'm not being attacked, so it's fine. Or 1, Vantom. At the end of the act, you'll find Vantom. Okay, interesting. 14. He takes 9 from these, right? Yeah. I mean, I'll just kill, right? Easy. And we're full health. Easy peasy. Choose a card. Set up strike. Deal 7 damage. Gain 2 strength this turn. That seems good. I assume strength is... adds additional damage to attacks. So it's not a percentage multiplier, it's just additional damage. Interesting. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage from attacks. Lose 2 HP, gain 16 block. I'll go with this. Alright. Enemy intends to give you 2 status cards. Or status cards, I suppose, depending on your pronunciation, and we're taking 7. I should do this and take none. Seems reasonable. Kind of a waste of the vulnerable, I guess, but, you know. 7 damage, gain 2 strength. So I have 2 strength, so I'm doing 2 extra damage. Okay, that makes sense. I think I just take 8 damage. Because now we can apply vulnerable. Slimed. Draw 1 card, exhaust. Removed until the end of combat. So this is one of the status cards it gave me, I guess. Do I care? It's not really a downside, right? Other than that, it fills up my drawer, I suppose. It's not too bad of a status card, all things considered. I mean, it's a dead card you're drawing, I suppose, but other than that, who cares, right? Gold. Tip, power cards. Power cards apply a buff when used. Buffs remain for the duration of a single combat. Makes sense. Inflame, gain 2 strength. Seems pretty good. So all of my attacks just do 2 more damage. Lose 1 HP, deal 9 damage to all enemies. It gives me some AoE damage. Deal 6 damage, add a copy of this card into your discard pile. I like 0 damage, 0 cost damage. I feel like, if anything, I'm missing block more than damage, but that doesn't really help me in this scenario. I guess we just take anger. That seems fine. Question mark. You spot an enormous shambling beast chase off an injured green bird. Funny spelling. In the alcove, the bird fled from a single unguarded egg lies abandoned. Your stomach gurgles. 7 max HP, or take the egg, add Birdonus egg to your deck. Birdonus egg, unplayable, can be hatched at a rest site. This is more interesting, so I'm gonna do it. Gentle scoop up the egg and stow it, thinking it may hatch into something useful later. Interesting. That's a more interesting result, that's why I did it, but... I feel like the max HP is arguably probably better than what I'm ever going to get from that. A beetle. Enemy tends to debuff me. 2 vulnerable. A lot of damage. Shrink. While Shrinker Beetle is alive, your attacks deal 30% less damage. That's annoying. Strength. I think I can still kill it. Yeah, like with the strength, definitely. So I can just do that. Gold. Fire potion. Deal 20 damage. Seems good. Drink or throw potions during combat. Potions stay with you throughout the run. And, alright. Gain 5 block, deal 5 damage. That seems pretty good. Deal 8 damage if the enemy is vulnerable, hit twice. The only real vulnerable I have is from Bash, which is a 2 cost, which isn't great. Upgrades. Oh, I forgot about upgrades. Interesting. Deal 17 damage, exhaust the top card of your draw pile. I don't need damage, I need block, I'm taking that. Oh. Inklets. Aggressive, slippery. The next time Inklet loses HP, it only loses 1 HP instead. Well, that's annoying. What are we taking here? 12 damage. I guess. And just tank 6. Damage. Really? Guess I tank that? Okay. Can I kill this thing this turn? Vulnerable. Yes, I can. Cool. Easy peasy, really. Gold, add another card. Alright, Stomp. Deal 12 damage to all enemies, cost 1 less for each attack played this turn. That seems very good. I kinda need AoE to be honest, but I also need block. Feel like block is more important. Armaments gain 5 block, upgrade a card in your hand. Or shrug it off, gain 8 block, draw a card. This is card drawn? 8 block, yeah, sure. Now the question here is, do I go for this elite? So from memory from the first game, the elites give you like these things, whatever they're called. Artifacts or something, I think. Whereas a fire, I can either heal or upgrade a card. Or hatch my bird egg, I suppose. Fuck it. I'm going for the elite. What did you look like an elite already? Mauler, 72 damage and you're doing 8 damage to me. Interesting. I think this is fine. Doing 14, draw. One of my 3 down, he'd be doing 6. So we at -9. I heal, -3. I guess. How much else do you have? It's 49. So if I bash here, we do 8. It takes him to 41 and gives him vulnerable. And then next turn, I could do 18. I think I just full defend. Almost feels like a waste not being able to do the vulnerable there, but yeah, that's good because it gives block. I could just take the 3. No, I think I do this. That's fine, I think. This cat doesn't do very much damage, so I'm not too worried about that. I mean, I guess I block. No reason not to, I suppose. Vulnerable, huh? I can do enough here. Set up strike, bash. Does the job. Gold, strength potion. Gain 2 strength. That's just not for the, that's not for the turn or anything. That's just gain 2 strength. For the fight, I guess, probably. Thunderclap. Deal 4 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Still feel like I need more block. I have Shrug It Off. I have Iron Wave. What am I like going for here? Nothing, really. There's nothing that stands out to me that I'm actually building towards at the moment. I guess Strength or Vulnerable? On average, I'm probably doing 6 block with this on a turn that I get it. I also am kind of lacking. I want AoE, I guess. Speaking of AoE. Alright. I'm taking 18 damage here. That's significant. I can block 10 of it. I think you still use setup strike here. I think block setup strike is correct. Strength doesn't actually do anything to me, but it's still 1 more damage, right? We probably want to kill you first because you're the weakest. Alright. Shrug It Off. Taking 25 damage. This seems logical. Although... I mean, this is 5 block anyway. This is just a better than... This is better than a defend. Although, 6, 6. We can kill this one. So I guess the correct course of action... Bam. Bam, bam. Right? I think that makes sense. I'll take 1 from this. 3 strength is terrifying. Although apparently not, he's only doing 10 damage. 4 damage and vuln to all of them is pretty good. It's only 1 vulnerable, right? And they lose I think the way vulnerable works is you lose it once per turn, right? So like, yeah, vulnerable makes them take 50% more attack damage. And if they have like 3 vulnerable, for instance, the next turn they'll have 2, then they'll have 1 and it goes away, right? So this will only apply for this turn. I mean, still worth. That'll take that to 9 damage. I think I just tanked 10 damage here. I think that's actually better. And we can kill him pretty easily, I think. Yeah, 2 strength, so that's 8, 16. Plus 7 is 22. Right? No, 23. Okay, yeah, easy. Cool. Not too bad. Battle Trance. Draw 3 cards. You cannot draw additional cards this turn. That seems insane. Gain 7 block. Exhaust 1 card at random. I don't like that. Deal 13 damage. Apply 1 weak, 1 vulnerable. That is pretty good, but 2 cost is too expensive for my like. Battle Trance seems fantastic. Big bird. Oh, it's a bird on us. I have your egg. Hopefully that doesn't come to bite me in the ass. 16 damage is quite significant. Okay, anger's happening here no matter what. I think we drink that. think that's correct. 12 damage. 8 block draw, that seems obvious. Bash for the Vuln? Or do we defend? I can fully block it. I have some damage coming up, I guess. I think we go for vulnerable here. Just take the 4 damage. I don't like the fact that he's giving himself damage here. So drawing 3 cards gives me setup strike, which is actually kind of useful. So 2 more strength. 60 is a lot. Keeping the vulnerable going is also pretty good here. Block 10, take 8, I guess? What's this? No draw, okay. Oh, is that because I used... You cannot draw additional cards. Yeah, okay. Interesting. I want to kill this thing fast. But I also don't want to take 18 damage to the face. But is spending 2... Let's see, if I spend 2 cards here, we block, we take 8, takes it to 49. Versus 39. I think the play here is set up strike. That. Don't think I think it's still 2 more turns, which is annoying. I don't think I can do 22 damage in a turn. Yeah. I can do 18. Nothing I can draw here is going to give... I think it helps. It's still not enough, though. Yeah, it's still 18. But here I can do 16 and get another defend. So I only take 5? That's arguably worth. Wait, that did enough to kill? I need a battle log. Relics, that's what they're called, not artifacts. Found throughout the Spire, grant unique bonuses and remain throughout the run. They can be found at treasure rooms, random events, and defeating elites. Okay, I was right. So gold, block potion, 12 block. Until next turn, friend damage, cool. Vajra. Start each combat with 1 strength. That's really good. I think I want to go into strength for the deck then. That seems nuts. Gain energy at the start of each turn. So you start with 4 rather than 3, I guess. That's also hilarious, just 32 damage. And then Evil Eye. Gain 8 block, gain another 8 block if you have exhausted a card this turn. I don't really have cards that exhaust. So that's a no-go. That seems nuts. I feel like energy is always going to be good, right? Pressing aside, you can stop and take a breather. After selecting the option, you must move on. Choose wisely, okay. I mean, I'm obviously going to hatch the egg, right? The mystery is too great. Although I do kind of want to upgrade a card. Gain 2 energy. What? That's also huge. Goes from 4 to 7? That seems like a huge upgrade considering it's... Yeah. Deal 7 goes to 9. Deal 6 goes to 8. Deal 4 goes to 7. But it's all enemies. That seems like a really good upgrade. But obviously, like, this one's nuts. I'm gonna hatch the bird though. Bird swoop. What's that? Deal 14 damage. A 0 cost 14 damage. Okay, that's sick. Can I upgrade it? Out of interest. You can. It does 18 damage for 0. Jesus. Well, I have enough damage, that's for sure. Gorget. At the start of each combat, gain 4 plating. At the end of your turn, gain block. Plating is reduced by 1 at the start of your turn. Oh. So, I'm assuming what this means is I have 4 plating, so at the end of my first turn I gain 4 block. And then I will lose 1 plating. And then the next turn I'll get 3 block, lose 1 plating. I think is how that works. Bird Pip. Upon pickup, gain this card, Bird Swoop, and Bird Pip will accompany you in battles. Oh, I have a companion. That's cool. I mean, we're doing it. Strategic. This enemy intends to give you 3 status cards. Upon dying, it summons something. Poor frog. Worms coming out its eyes. That's unfortunate for it. 62 damage. I mean, there's no reason to defend or anything here, right? We just... I mean, I guess I do, but there's no reason to. Infection, unplayable. What the hell was that? Unplayable. At the end of your turn, if this card is in your hand, take 3 damage. That sucks. That's a lot of damage, though. So, I think... Do I battle trance here? I have 3 energy. Is there anything I'm going to pull into here that I care about? 15... 8... Getting 2 strength. That'll be 15, 17. Plus 8 is 25. 32. I do like 37. No, actually. Vulnerable first? I have to figure out the order here. I think I can kill it. We do this first, we lose 2 damage, but vulnerable is going to give us way more than 2 damage. Vulnerable, set up strike. Strike, bird. Easy. And I get there's no reason to battle trance now. That would just loop out cards for no reason, right? These guys are stunned. This enemy can't act on its next turn. Cool. That's also, these things are disgusting. They're fucking Wriggler, just a worm monster. It's gross. Pyre. I feel like I have to play this just because it's so much value, but at the same time, we're taking 12. I think this is fine. And we got a strike out of the pile. I think that's fine. Take 2 damage. Oh, he's adding more infections to my hand, I see. Five to all and vulnerable to all seems very good. Seems very good. We're gonna do 10 damage to them, which isn't enough to kill any of them. Well, I guess it is. How many can I kill though? This does 6, which will turn to 9. Yep. I can do 19 damage. Technically, I can do 29 damage, but it's separated into weird conglomerations. I guess we kill the ones... Like, I kill one that's attacking me, I guess? And then block for 5, which I'll get 1 more. It'll block for 6, so I take 2 damage. I guess? No, this gives me block as well, so we're fine. We do that. I guess? Since I can't kill you this turn, I guess we do this one because you have more health, right? Because I'm taking the 8 hit no matter what. I don't like they're giving themselves strength every turn. No longer vulnerable, which sucks. That one's dead. Take 1 damage here, right? 3 from this, and then 8 from that. 1 damage I can deal with, I think. I think we're fine here. We're not fine here. Why did I get so much block? What happened? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I don't understand how I have 13 block right now. I'll take it because it saves me from the 6 damage, but... Well, here we just win. It's fine. Easy enough. Gold Ornamental Fan. Every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 4 block. Quite nice. Okay, Pillage. Deal 6 damage. Draw cards until you draw a non-attack card. Kind of okay. Rampage. Deal 9 damage. Increase this card's damage by 5 this combat. Or Flame Barrier. Gain 12 block. Whenever you are attacked this turn, deal 4. Oh, it gives you thorns. It's a 1-9, which turns to a 1-14. That's pretty good. I'll take it. I feel like my deck is getting too big is the issue I'm having right now, but... whatever. Do we start with Pyre? Probably. I get 4 here. I guess technically I should draw here just in case I can get Bird Swoop. But I draw 3, so it's what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 14. 3 out of 14 is gonna be... I got like a 1 in 5-ish chance to pull it, right? No, 1 in 4-ish. I guess I do this. Okay. Specifically because this gives me a shit ton of damage. We can do 15. I can't always shrug it off because that blocks. But if we do this and get 2 strength, then this will do 9. And this will do 17. 26 plus 8. 34. 34? 34. Not enough. So I think instead we go Shrug It Off, Bird Swoop Anger. Oh, the bird attacked. That was cool. I didn't notice that last time. You know what I didn't take into account either? Ornamental Fan, I would have got a 4 block if I did 3 attacks. So I block for 9 if I do 3 attacks here? That seems worth, right? Seven, 6 is going to be 14, 20. Since I can't kill him anyway, I guess I do 20 damage to you. Look at that, 4 block, 5, 3 plating, 12. We take 2 damage. In fact, I have an extra energy because I forgot I played... Oh, I guess the power is... Does it show you the power? Ah, here, Pyre. Alright. So I fully blocked that, even better. I mean, Vulnerable is good here. I do 15 with this. Easy. Arguably should have killed this one because he was doing more damage, but I think it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I just win here. Easy. Gold energy potion, gain 2 energy. It's pretty simple and pretty good. Okay, bloodletting, lose 3 HP, gain 2 energy. That seems kind of good. Whirlwind, deal 5 damage to all enemies X times. I assume X, like you can spend any amount of energy on it. I assume it uses all of your energy. And apply 2 vulnerable for 1. I like this a lot. Again, I'm running into this issue where I think I probably have too many cards in my deck, but card removal service is definitely something I'm thinking about. Another bloodletting. Interesting. Alright, let's read through all of this stuff first. This stuff first, right? Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. I'm probably going to be resting as little as possible, so... Regular enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Okay. At the start of the fight, at the start of the first turn, lose 2 energy. At the start of all other turns, gain 1. I mean, probably technically good, but I don't like it. Then potion, Snecko Oil, draw 7 cards, randomize the cost of the cards in your hand this turn. That's funny. Shackling Potion. All enemies lose 7 strength this turn. Draw 3 cards. I don't think I want a potion. These cards are any good. Deal 3 damage to a random enemy 3 times. Lose 1 HP, deal 9 damage to all enemies. Seems good. Battle Trance and on sale seems very good. Bloodletting also seems very good. At the start of your turn, 1 random attack in your hand is played against a random enemy. Also seems pretty good. Mind Blast. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. I do have a pretty big deck. It's also innate. What's that mean? Start each combat with this card in your hand. Damage equal number of cards in your draw. We draw 5, I want to say, every combat. Which means we're sitting on 15 damage at the start for 1 cost. That seems pretty good. Master of Strategy. Draw 3 cards, exhaust. That also seems nuts. And then remove. Can we remove? Alright, let's try and figure this out, shall we? That's 87. $167, 87, 49, 75. Can I afford all that? I think so. First things first, I want to remove a strike. Free 3 cards is nice. I can't get Mind Blast, but that's fine. Then we'll get Bloodletting too. I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Alright. Interesting. The Slithering Strangler. Leaf Slime and Twig Slime. This seems like a pretty easy turn one, if I'm being honest. And strict. While the Slithering Strangler is alive, at the end of your turn, take 3 damage. That sucks. I'm taking 12 damage next turn. Although, we can play everything here. How much is everything? 10, 7, 7, 14, 24, 21, 31 damage. I think this is correct. Rampage. So at the end of the turn I take 3 damage. He's doing 12. We get 4, 5, 6, 7, 12. We take 3 damage, but I think that's fine. Alright. Vulnerable. Battle Trance. Setup Strike. And kill with the bird. Easy. Unrelenting. Deal 12 damage. The next attack you play costs 0. It's pretty good. More anger. I like 0 cost damage. Sapphire Seed. You narrowly avoid stepping on a bright, sharp seed. Its unmistakable color gives away that it's a sapphire seed. Weren't these incredible seeds supposed to be extinct? Legends say that consuming one can greatly amplify your endurance. But what if you plant and nourish it instead? Heal 9 HP, upgrade a card in your deck. That seems very good. Plant and nourish. Enchant a card with Sown. The first time you play this card each combat, gain energy. Huh. That seems nuts. Particularly for something like this, because it effectively turns it into a 1 cost power, right? Which lets me do way more stuff. And it specifically says the first time you play it, right? The first time you play this card each combat game. And I'm only ever going to play the power 1. Yeah, this seems... Oh yeah. That seems nuts. You scour the overgrowth and find a pot with good aeration. Then you trek around, searching for an untouched spot where light peeks through the cracked wall. Carefully you reinforce the pot with bark and vine to camouflage it. Fill it with loamy, nutrient-rich soil, nestle the seed just beneath the surface. Finally you gather dew from nearby plants and pour it over the soil. Grow big, little seed. Unknowingly, the sapphire seed attaches to you spiritually. Thankful for your hard work. Cool. Alright, so 57 health. I think I'm fine. I think I want to upgrade this. I mean, I shouldn't just not think here. There are things that I should do instead, potentially. I like the idea of getting more block. You know what? I'm going with my instincts. Pyre seems too good. Do it early. Alright. So now we're facing, what was he called? Vantom. The next 9 times Vantom loses HP, it only loses 1 HP instead. Well, that is shit. Fire. I like it. Doing 7 damage. I mean, seems easy enough. His tail just grow? Looked like his tail grew. Alright, he's doing 12 damage. Seems reasonable. Vulnerable here is pretty good. But do we do it with Thunderclap or do we do it with Bash? We're giving up... I guess we do it with Thunderclap? Because Bash is essentially doing 4 damage for 1 cost, which doesn't seem very good. I guess Bash does it for future turns as well, is the benefit, but... Setup Strike... It's actually not that useful, because I'm only doing 1 damage per hit. But I guess that doesn't really make a difference in this current turn. Alright, 2 more hits. I kind of like having this much. This is terrifying. What is this? 27 damage. Okay. Let me draw 2 strikes and a bloodletting. I mean, I guess. I mean, I think that is obvious. And we can play everything in our hand, right? Sure. Wounds. Unplayable. Luckily, my deck is huge, so wounds are less impactful. He's buffing. I can actually do damage now, though, so that is something. I mean, I guess I just do that. I wish I had some card draw. Strength. Kinda sad. 9 damage. I think the obvious thing here is vulnerable. Rampage. Anger. He's doing 9 damage. We block for 9. Easy. Okay, he doesn't seem too bad. He's already vulnerable, technically. So we do Setup Strike first, right? Yeah. We do want to do Thunderclap. But we do Setup Strike first, which means Thunderclap does more damage. And keeps the vulnerable for an extra turn. Take some damage here, but I think that's fine. I feel like I need more card draw. I mean, I just take 21 damage here, right? And there's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I guess 30. We're only doing 52 damage. We kill next turn. But I don't like the amount of damage I'm taking. Ooh. Wound. And we just win here, right? Anger. Nice. Epoch discovered. 100 gold. Ooh. Is that because I beat the boss? I think the boss maybe... Does the boss always give you one of these, maybe? Primal Force. Transform all attacks in your hand into giant rock. Kind of cool. Demon Form. At the start of your turn, gain 2 strength. That actually seems kind of nuts. Thrash. Deal 4 damage twice. Exhaust a random attack in your hand and add this damage to this card. I'm taking Demon Form because it looks cool. A Hive, Act 2. What is this? I'm healed. Oh, Tezcatara. Tezcatara. Oh, a visitor. Do come in, dear. What can Tezcatara do for you? Very hot cocoa. At the start of each combat with an additional 4 energy. What the fuck? At the start of your turn, spend 5 gold to gain 1 energy. Does this happen automatically? Because sometimes I wouldn't want to do this, and then other times I would. Gain energy at the start of each turn, extinguishes at the start of Act 3. We need more card draw for this to be good. Because as it stands... I think I still take it though, because it means I can literally always play everything. This would be good if I could choose when and when I, like when I wanted to do it, when I didn't. So what's this? The Insatiable is the fight at the end of this act. Okay. Ancient resides in these rooms. They grant incredible bonuses, treasures, and knowledge. Interesting. I'll go with this. It seems good. Where am I going, though? That there is the halfway point. There's only 1 elite after the halfway point. That seems nuts. One, two, three, elite, fight, this? I mean, the left side is the crazy option, right? Fight, fight, shop, fight, elite, mystery, elite. That seems too dangerous to do. And you don't get an elite at the end anyway, so it's still only a 2 elite road. Or you come up the right side and you do 1, 2, 3, 4 fights, question mark, elite. 2, question mark, that, elite, this, here, 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 here. I think the plan is to come up here, do this elite, and come this way up here. And then when I reach this point, I can choose which way to go, right? If I'm feeling weak, I don't go the elite, I go the fire instead, which gives me a shop. And if I'm feeling strong, I can take the elite, skip the shop, and go straight up this way. Yeah, seems reasonable. Hard to kill. Reduce all damage taken to HP lost by exoskeleton to 9. Interesting. So he takes a minimum of 4 attacks to kill this one. And these guys are 3. Interesting. I don't have strength or 8, 11, 4. So I need to block 7, which shouldn't be an issue. I guess 14, 23. Can kill this one, I guess. 9. 1. 21. 30. Can we kill this one? No, I don't even have to block. And we attack the healthiest one. Is there any reason not to overblock? I don't think so. There's also no reason to block, but... Cool. Fire, we want. Vulnerable, I don't give a shit about, right? Because, I mean... Like, they can only take 9 damage anyway, and most of my attacks are doing close to that, irrespective. 9 plus 7... Well, this would be 9, 9, so it's 18 damage. Plus 9, 27. I can do 27 and kill this guy. All we do 9 plus 7 is... not enough. 16. I guess the correct call is to take 8 damage. It's annoying that I was 1 short there, but I think that was still the best course of action. I mean, I don't think this is worth it, but you don't know how much I want to play it right now. I mean, he's buffing. Start of your turn, gain 2 strength. Oh, that's just perpetual? It's very good. I mean, I just win here, right? Don't know how useful demon mode was there, but flex potion. Gain 5 strength. At the end of your turn, or lose 5 strength. Fair enough. Setup strike. I do like setup strike, because I like building strength. Armaments is cool, I guess. And Iron Wave is also good, because the block is nice. I like block with damage, that's quite good. I will take that. It's pre-upgraded, so it seems worth. Alright. Pie to start off. Love to see it. Alright. Enemy intends to attack for 13 damage. So default blocking for 4. I need to do 87. Can I do 87? I can play everything in my hand, of course, so... Is there a reason not to? He's buffing next turn. Battle Trance. Strike. Anger. Iron Wave. Don't want to draw anything, I don't think. Is there anything here that I'd draw that I care about? I guess the only thing I would be sad about drawing necessarily is Demon Form, right? I can't draw this turn anyway. Because of the other card. Sure. He is burrowed and he is doing 23 damage. Burrowed. Block is not removed at the start of Tunneler's turn. Stun if all block is removed. Can we do 32 damage? Probably. Vulnerable. Vulnerable. I did that in the wrong order. I should have done it the other way. I did so much stuff here in the wrong way. Easy though. Turns out it didn't matter that I was completely inoptimal. Twin Strike, deal 5 damage twice. That seems good. Play the top card of your draw pile and exhaust it. I kind of hate that. Another Iron Wave. That seems good, particularly because I seem to be going kind of for a strength deck. Therefore, hitting twice is always going to be better, right? Because I assume that it will work like a multiplier, right? So if I have deal 5 damage twice and I have 2 strength, that will do 7 damage twice. So really, I'm getting +4. You know what? Sure. Why not? He's big. Spiny Toad. Enemy intends to use a buff. I mean, I guess I just do a shit ton of damage, right? Thunderclap. Set up strike. Bash. Strike. Strike. Pretty good. That's a lot of damage in one turn. Thorns? I don't like thorns. And he's doing 23 damage. When hit by an attack, deal 5 damage back. And I drew Twin Strike. And I have no fucking block. I guess 10, 12, 18, 15, 23, 32. I can do 42 damage to him this turn, and I take a fuck ton of damage in return. I think it's correct, though. God, I take a lot of damage on this turn, though. Like, so much. I hate thorns, but I think it's necessary. I blocked the thorns that time. I mean, it was worth, but... Pommel Strike. Deal 9 damage, draw a card. That is pretty good. It's like the attack version of Shrug It Off, I guess. My deck is so fucking big. I feel like I should be skipping some of these cards, but 9 damage, draw a card seems worth. Actually got out of that fight fairly unscathed, all things considered. 6 damage twice is actually insane. 16, 19 I'm taking right now. I mean, I can play everything. 7, 14, 26. And we kill this one. I think that is the go. I did that inoptimally. I think I actually could have saved myself there. I'm not sure it'll make a huge amount of difference, all things considered, but we'll see. Shrug it off. Battle Trance. I think that's optimal. Arguably should have saved that, but I now block everything. It does mean I'm going into the elite with no potions, which kind of scares me, but it also feels... Feels like not a horrible turn, all things considered. Cool. We're full health at least going into the elite. We also got... Is that a potion? Gain energy, draw 2 cards. A cool potion. Gain 4 plating. That's pretty good considering I already have the Gorget, right? But I think I have too many cards already. I think the true answer here is skip. Gross. I hate... I was gonna say centipede. It's not. It's a decimillipede. This enemy intends to apply deeper. If other segments are still alive, revives in 2 turns with 25 HP. So we have to kill all 3 at vaguely the same time, essentially. That's doable. This one has the most HP, I guess. So vulnerable to that. How much damage is he doing? 10, 18, 24? Not a bad turn 1. I mean, I take some damage, but it's probably worth, I think. Again, incredibly tempting to do demon form. And in all honesty, I think I do. And I bloodlet Cure All. Fire. 15. I mean, it's not ideal. We are taking some unnecessary damage. Well, I mean, it's necessary damage because I can't do anything otherwise, but it's yelling at me that I need more block in my deck. That is fantastic. We go card draw here. Do I care about card draw here? Probably not. I probably do care about the extra 1 damage though. Oh, that's gross and weird. So close. I mean, I can just... Easy. Okay, I took a bunch of damage in that fight, but I think... Max HP by 7. Okay, cool. I think it was worth, all things considered. I feel like my hand is mainly attacks. I have a shitload of attacks. I have some skills, I guess. But I do feel like I have a lot of attacks. But I also feel like I don't have problems with energy sustain right now. If anything, I have more problems with card draw. And kind of block. Again, I feel like I'm taking way too many cards. I need to stop taking cards eventually. You look sick. Hunter Killer. Efficient turn. Whenever you play a card, lose 1 strength, 1 dexterity this turn. Well, fuck you, buddy. I feel like that's worth. I mean, we take some damage there, but... we should get strength here. We're at 3 strength. I don't like Tender. It sucks. It's a very efficient card when I have Tender, though. Vulnerable. Twin Strike is obviously better here. Mango. Alright. Again, that was a kind of hard fight, but otherwise, Gain 5 max HP. Is there a reason not to drink this right now? I guess it technically is a heal too, because it raises you from the bottom of your HP. Lose 1 HP, deal 13 damage to all enemies. Sure. Again, I'm taking too many fucking cards, but it feels good to take good cards, you know? Very tempting. Twin Strike, potentially. Or Demon Form, I think. Demon Form. Such a cool card. Venerable T-Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, start the next combat with an additional 2 energy. What the fuck? I have so much fucking energy. This fight here, I'm gonna have like 1 billion energy. Intends to give me status cards. He's gonna buff and do 4 damage. Unfortunate turn, like hand 1. Toxic. I want to take 5 damage. Not bad. Okay. Gonna take a bunch of damage here. Can't really be helped. I could have done more defensively, I suppose, but... vulnerable is nice. Can I block the breakthrough damage is the question. I don't have to. Fantastic. Heart of Iron. Gain 7 plating. That seems good. At the end of your turn, yep, that's fine. And cards. Infernal Blade Plus. Add a random attack into your hand. It's free to play this turn. I mean, am I ever going to be in a situation where that's not good? A 0 cost free attack. That also seems fucking nuts, considering how often I apply Vulnerable, but... that is... I have so many fucking cards in my hand, it's insane. 49, I can take on the Elite, it's fine. What are you? Infested Prism. The first time Infested Prism takes attack damage each turn, the attacker gains energy. Intriguing. Oh, sick. Whenever that you gain block this turn, deal 5 damage to the enemy. I really should have applied vulnerable first. I'm dumb. And I block everything here too. Well. It is tempting to demon form here. He's not doing that much damage this turn. And then bloodletting. Take 3 damage. It's probably worth. I get to strike out of my hand. That's actually quite good. Fire, obviously. I guess. What's going to do more damage here? Surely vulnerable, right? Vulnerable twin strike is better than setup strike, twin strike. Defend, I think. He has 108 plus 16. Apply vulnerable. 50% more, so I assume it rounds down. So it'll be 13 times 2. 26. This will be 11 times. I think it's worth paying 5. Is it 46? I don't have that much health. We get 9 plus 5 is 13. 27. I think the vulnerable is too worth it to not do that. Alright. Shrug it off. Rampage. Not bad. Should be able to do 36 damage here, I think. Particularly if I do vulnerable first. Easy. Bottled potential. Shuffle all your cards into your draw pile. Draw 5. Cool. Every 3 turns, gain energy. That seems good. Fiend Fire. Exhaust your hand. Deal 7 damage for each card exhausted. That's really cool. It has the potential to do so much fucking damage. Because your max hand size is 10. Assuming it's the same as the first game, which I think it is. So you're doing what? I guess you have to play this from your hand, so it's 9 is the max. 63 damage is pretty significant for a 2 cost. I kind of really like Anger though. Although a leveled up setup strike is also pretty good. I'm going with the cool card. That's just happening, unfortunately. I mean, we're pretty set on our path at this point. $20 damage. I did that in the wrong order. Forgive me. I think the obvious play here is defend. Setup strike. Rampage. Battle trance. Twin strike. Strike. Nearly killed in one. Probably worth. Choose one of 3 random power cards to add to your hand. They're free to play this turn. I don't think you want too many battle trances in your deck because you can't use multiple in a single turn. So I think that's a no-brain leave. Bloodletting, same thing. I don't want to lose too much HP as it stands because I'm kind of low. And Sword Boomerang, I don't care, so we're skipping. The Louse Progenitor. Okay. Curl Up. Gain 14 block for first being hit. Okay. Interesting. Probably worth. Nothing in there was like really good, and I can just exhaust them all out of my deck. Obviously we go Infernal Blade. Negative 10 strength, goddamn. Setup strike I should have done first, obviously. I'm bad at the game. That's worth. We can kill it next turn pretty easily, I think. Vulnerable. Easy. Gold. Skill potion. So we have a power potion and a skill potion. Spite plus. Almost to the point of being sued for that. Deal 9 damage. If you lost HP this turn, draw 1 card. That's actually really good, because like at a minimum, that's 0 cost 9 damage. And I do have ways of hurting myself. Not a huge amount, I guess. Bloodletting. We have 2 bloodlettings, which do it. And there was another one as well, right? Yeah, breakthrough. So I do have ways of hurting myself. I also like the idea of Inflame though, because I am kind of going pretty heavy into strength. But at the same time, 2 strength. I mean, it's 2 strength for 1. Yeah, we'll do that, sure. Again, I feel like way too many cards in this deck, but we're just going to keep adding cards. What is this? In the distance is an odd sight. Mounds and mounds of deceased insects surrounding what looks to be a small glowing moat. It seems to be an effective attractant for all manner of bugs, but you see it lash out some flames. You move close to investigate. Interesting. Add Decay to your deck, obtain the Lost Wisp. Decay, unplayable. If, at the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, take 2 damage. That sucks. Whenever you play a power, deal 8 damage to all enemies. That's not that good. I'm gonna take the gold instead. I think I'm gonna heal here. As much as I want to upgrade a card, I think healing is the correct spot. Because the thing, I don't know what any of these bosses do. For instance, oh, it's a sandworm. Interesting. Well, obviously we demon form. Shrug it off. Is there a reason not to play these potions? I mean, yeah, he's not attacking, so I don't really need... it's fine. Frantic escape. What was that? Get further away. Increase sand pit by 1. Increase the cost of this card by 1. In 4 turns you will be eaten and die. I see. Well, that's somewhat necessary. Obviously we inflame. And we bash for vulnerable, I think. Seems like probably the correct option. Dead in 3 turns. Kinda scary. More vulnerable is good. More strength is also good. Set up strike. I do need the block. That's cool. The third attack I play. Am I... I want to copy anger. The issue is, I don't know whether or not... juggling has counted the card. It counted the one I did before. That's fucking annoying. It's fine. We do this. Drink this. I mean, obviously shrug it off, because I need the block. I really need to draw some of those cards that he had. Jesus. I have two turns. We're in some trouble. I mean, I have a lot of strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 19 is... not quite enough damage. I mean, I guess the other way to look at this, right? Like, is any card that is not 9... Like, Strike is 18, so it's better to Fiendfire it. This is 25, so it is better to use this. This is 19, so it's the same as using this, but we get some block. So we use Breakthrough, use Iron Wave. Then we Fiendfire, I think is the correct option. I'm kind of terrified right now, but I think this is correct. Easy. Epoch discovered. 100 gold, and we get a rare card. Brand. Lose 1 HP, exhaust 1 card, gain 1 strength. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw one card. At the start of your turn, put a random attack from your discard pile into your hand and upgrade it. I mean, that's really good. Glory, Act 3. So we're not going too bad for my first attempt through. And he's healed me all the way. Fantastic. Vaku, the first demon. Give yourself to me and you will be feared as much as I. Gain energy at the start of each turn. Vaku plays your first turn for you. That sounds horrible. Fuck you, I'm not doing that. Seer Talent. Add 2 random curses and 3 wishes to your deck. Play a card from your draw pile into your hand, exhaust. That's very good. The curses could be really bad though. When you encounter a merchant, immediately obtain everything he sells. This could also be bad. But I already have 32 cards in my deck. We may as well. So. Oh, no, it's here. Okay. So we got halfway point. Elites. You can take 2 that side or 3 if we go to the left. I think we go left. Here, 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 here. And then I can make a decision whether we go fire or dude here. Then we go elite, chest, fire, probably question mark, elite, bam, elite, fire, and then boss, which is the queen. At the end of the act, you will fight queen. I can't really tell what I'm looking at from the picture here, but interesting. So I think this way is correct. Go to here and then choose. Then here. Here. Up. This way. I think is the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. Was there a shop in that entire map, actually? No. I think maybe we actually, don't do this fucker. Instead we come up this way, go through the shop, and get that one. So we skip an elite, but we get a shop, which will get us 3 relics, technically, right? What are you? The Devoted Sculptor. Name's good. Really unfortunate I didn't get any draw in my card that turn, but... Ritual. At the end of its turn, gain 9 strength. That is terrifying. Sure. Fiendfire is nuts. I can Fiendfire my own Fiendfire, which is kind of funny. Is there anything we want to do here? I guess technically we want to play the Twin Strike because it does more damage. It does 16 rather than 10. Same with this, it does 12 rather than 10. But then we can Fiendfire here for 40 damage. Free strike plus, which is something, I guess. He's doing 21 damage, so I'm gonna shrug it off. I'll shrug it off again. Setup strike, I think, is correct. Setup strike into rampage. Setup strike, rampage, anger. I don't want to draw into those things yet, so we don't draw. Alrighty then. He only has 45 health. Can I do 45 health? Probably. Particularly if I vulnerable him. Which I think we just do first. I mean, sure. Easy. End the fight in full health. I mean, we just don't take any more cards. I will go the question mark because it's arguable to give me something better than... Sure? I guess it would have been worth... Nah, that's fine. I just noticed the time. I've been going for like an hour and a half more. An hour 40? An hour 42 minutes, okay. Gonna be a long video. Maybe I'll cut some of this out, but I don't think so. I think a lot of it all is gonna stay in. Fire. Inflame. Battle Trance. We can do some damage here. Nearly killed. Alright. So that's useful. Shrug it off to get a card. I mean, yeah, right? This is 24 damage. Pretty easy. I like that he has a Gatling gun. Turret operator. Not the most interesting of names, but cool nonetheless. Yeah, we want a vulnerable. Set up strike. And kill. Pretty easy fight, all things considered. Could be good. If this was worth 1 rather than... Like, if the cost was 1 rather than 2, it would be fantastic, but... I think we skip. Once again, I think I go here. On the floor lies a tome. Top 3 ways to conquer the Spire. The book is encrusted with blood, so you find this manuscript highly suspicious. Will you read it? Read the back. Choose to an attack and enchant with Sharp 2. Increase damage on this card by 2. Will be good. Choose a skill to enchant with Nimble. Increase block gain from this card by 2. Interesting. Choose a power to enchant with Swift. The first time you play this card, draw 2 cards. Okie doke. Sure. Seems worth. What an engrossing read. Some choice quotes remain fresh in your mind. Avoid big monsters, take every card. Blocking is for cowards. Your hand is covered in blood. That is how I've been playing this game so far. The Cubex construct and the punch construct. Intriguing. Sure, Infernal Blade. Grapple. I think that's correct here. Negates 1 debuff. Interesting. I think a demon form and I innate. And a bloodlet, aggression, rampage, anger. We just take, what's that? 15 damage. Kind of okay with it. Anger plus I will take. 14, 13, 19. That seems obvious. Fire up. I think correct order of operations here is that. Followed by, no, I need 2. I need 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 50, 65 damage. Perfect. We take 11, but I think that's fine. No, we take 9. Even better. And here, I think we just win. Vulnerable, setup, strike. Yep, that's all it took. Gold, liquid memories. Put a card from your discard pile into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Cool. Feed. Deal 10 damage. If fatal, raise your max HP by 3, exhaust. That's really cool. I feel like I'm too late for this to be useful. But it is still 10 damage for 1 cost. But I feel like we're way too late for this to be useful. Actually, how many floors are there? I think there was 4 in the first game, so I'm on 3, right? I'm on 39. I'm gonna take it. Feel pretty confident here, here, then go up through the shop, I think. 68, I've got enough health. What are you? Little goblin droid. Mecha Knight. Negates 3 debuffs. This enemy intends to attack for 25 damage. Annoying. Battle Trance. Okay, I mean, demon form, obviously. Negating these debuffs, which is kind of annoying, but should be fine. Taking a lot of damage here. Fire is worth. I kind of wish I had some block, to be honest. But I don't, alas. I don't actually need it. He's doing 4 status cards. I mean, it's just more damage. Burn. If at the end of the turn this card is in your hand, take 2 damage. That sucks. Perfect. Oh, perfect. 23 damage, obviously. So I can Fiend Fire all of these burns away. right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 by 16, that's 70, 642. That's a lot of damage, 100 and something. And we got rid of all the burns. Hard to argue with the facts. 40 damage. I think I can kill here. 19. $25. Alright, I have to actually do the maths here. Okay. This is 19 twice, so that's 38. He has 87. 38. It's 25. 50. 63. I think first things first, we do this irrespective. I think we do enough here. Quite easily, in fact. I was worried for nothing. I also like that he ran away. Whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand is free to play that turn. That's great. I have quite a few powers. Stomp. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Cost 1 less for each attack played this turn. Pretty good, actually. Transform all attacks in your hand to giant rock. Or body slam. Deal damage equal to your block. That's sick, but not useful for my build. Stomp is probably worth it. 12 damage to all enemies. That's a lot of area damage. A lot of area damage. Permafrost. First time you play a power, each combat gain 6 block. Sure. Pretty good. Here, do we heal? Or do we smith? Oh, innate. That's cool. Interesting. What's this give? 3 strength. I think that's good. I think I always want that. We are skipping this elite. We're gonna go to this shop and go to this elite, I think. Oh, hello. Tinker time. Navigating through an endless sea of corpses, you find a mad scientist scavenging for various scraps. Yes, hi, hello. You look like a capable fighter. I need a tester for my next atrocity device. How about it? Sure? What the hell? What kind of tool will help you kill everyone? Gadget? Excellent choice. Now, what should it do? The scientist rubs her hands together with glee. Gain 2 strength, gain 2 dexterity. What's dexterity do? I think it's like strength, but for block, I'm pretty sure. This is... I think that's what it does. So, like, if you have 2 strength, you add 2 extra damage, you have 2 dexterity, you add 2 block, right? At the end of combat, upgrade a random card. That's useful. 2 strength, 2 dex, I think. Mad scientist, interesting. Oh, well done. This is for you. Now get out there and slaughter. Little did you know that scientist went on to create hundreds of weapons, resulting in several thousand deaths within Spire. Fair enough. You're a big enemy. The Slime Berserker, 266 health. Alright. Well, we obviously have a few things we can do here. Literally no block, by the way. That's a lot of slimed. $16 damage. Sure. Took 8 damage, which is kind of annoying, but I guess I can deal with it. Gain 2 strength, 2 dexterity. Sure. Which gives me a free thunderclap. Can I get feed to actually work for me here? Probably not, but maybe. Fire is 1, but it's worth. Can I do 85 damage? I don't think so. Made strike free, so that's something, I suppose. Should have done set up strike first. My bad. 33 damage is so much. That's a lot of damage. I really want a demon form. Like, you have no idea. Which I think is still correct, interestingly. I can't draw a card this turn. I mean, free defend, I may as well. There's no reason not to. Again, no reason to do it either, but whatever. Okay. The old 1-cost stomp. I guess we do this, right? Set up strike. Make stomp free. I could have checked for feed there. I hope that wasn't enough damage for feed to kill, because that would have really annoyed me. Gain 2 dexterity, sure. Ashen strike. Deal 6 damage. Deal 4 additional damage for each card in your exhaust pile. Interesting. Lose 3 HP, gain 2 energy, or twin strike. We don't need more cards. I have way too many, and I'm about to get like 1 million. Holy shit, that's a lot of cards. Anything that hits a bunch of times is going to be good, right? That's pointless, because it exhausts. I think Twin Strike is one of the best things to put this on, or Thunderclap. Thunderclap's pretty good too. Nine to all is pretty good. Sure. And we remove a regular strike. Gain energy, draw 2 cards. I feel like this is more important than this. And this is better than either of them. Alright. Well, we got a bunch of shit. What did we get here? Vambrace. The first time you gain block from a card each combat, double the amount gained. And okay. Warpaint. Upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. Cool. Punch Dagger. Upon pickup, enchant and attack with momentum 5. Okay. I think we heal here. Well, no, we're going to do the elite. So we're probably doing the elite and then we're healing, if I were to hazard a guess. Alright. 29 damage. That's fucking terrifying. What is something we want in the hand? Has to be an attack. I guess... where is it? Iron Wave? Just to give me some block? So I have no fucking block. Set up strike. That gives me a fair amount of block. Okay, we blocked the whole thing. Alright. Shockwave. Apply 5 weak and vulnerable to all enemies exhaust. Sure. Alright. Nah, I think I keep these potions. We want a Thunderclap first. Gets another vulnerable on there. Shrug it off to pull a card. Not too bad. I don't think there's any reason not to play that immediately. Interesting. There's no real method to my madness here other than just hit a bunch. 6 damage. Retain. I think we just win with Demon Fire Ant. Easy enough. gold game piece. Whenever you play a power, draw 1 card. That seems fantastic. I think we skip once again. I don't need them. And I think I'm definitely going to heal here as much as I want a smith. Because, again, I have no idea what these bosses do. So I want to have at least some kind of safety net here. The queen, apparently. She has some kind of minion. Torchhead Amalgam. Minions abandon combat without their leader. Okay. So I only have to kill her, technically. The enemy intends to apply afflictions on your cards. Huh. We are buffing Conflagration a fair amount. Chains of Binding. The first 3 cards drawn each turn are afflicted with Bound. Only 1 Bound can't be played each turn. Cards are unbound at end of turn. That's really fucking annoying. Mad Scientist, though. Battle Trance. Secret Weapon. We want to pull... I think Thunderclap for Vulnerable. I think that's correct. You are mine. Vulnerable 99, vulnerable and weak. What the fuck? Well, that sucks. So I guess that's just permanent. I can't use Bloodletting, which is... I can use this Bloodletting. Demon Form. Anger. Anger. I think we want this one. Good Stomp. $10 damage. I don't like that. I don't like her giving him strength either. I do like the fact that she is not attacking though. We definitely Pyre here. Gives me a free defend, which is nice. Twin Strike. Bird. Defend. I can deal with 1 damage. I mean, I think the answer is Battle Trance, yeah? Rampage, rampage, defend. Bloodletting, bash. Full block that. 100 damage is not that much. 122 damage, okay? It's still not that much. Make setup strike. (15) strength is better than 17 draw pile. So close. Should have paid attention to damage. That was way closer than it needed to be. Jesus, I wasn't paying attention to how much damage he's doing now. She is buffing him to all heaven. Okay, we just win here though. We only need to do 33 damage, right? I don't care, it doesn't matter. Nice. Alright. So the Archdemon's Thrall has arrived. Threaten. Enemy. Kill. Well, I got murdered. You dealt 1240 damage to the Architect, but it wasn't enough. You dealt a total of 1240 damage to the Architect. The Architect stands despite taking 87,978,087,372 damage from all who have faced him. That is a lot of damage. 48 floors, 6 elites killed, 937 gold gained. Big deck 40. Yeah, there's a lot of cards. Epic unlocked. I had discovered 64 new cards, 3 new relics, 36 new enemies, and 5 new epochs. In the timeline, reveal epochs to unlock cards, relics, and much more. Now, play a single run to reveal this epoch. Sure. Mother of Resurrection, Meow, awaken from her slumber. Rise, champion. Again. Meow will now greet you at the start of each run. Cool. I vaguely remember that from... It's the whale, right? I remember that from the start. 5 epochs are waiting to be revealed. Chapter 6, Fog rolls in, the Silent. News of the Spire's reopening made its way to the Silent. She ferries a boat to the capital. Okay, I remember her from the first game. Actually, I didn't know it was a woman, but... yeah, I can see it kinda now I look more closely. The Silent sneaks past the gateways with ease and into the Spire once more. Unlock the Silent as playable character. Cool. I guess these are all Silent stuff. No. Silent and my other stuff, okay. Beat 1, Act 1 with the Ironclad to reveal this epoch. The Ironclad warrior from a faraway land enters the Spire. Driven by pure instinct and accursed blood, he has lost all reason and identity. All who prevail shall ascend. His ascent shall perish. Interesting. The following cards will appear in future runs. Molten Fist. Deal 10 damage, double the enemy's vulnerable. Damn. Cruelty. Vulnerable enemies take an additional 25% damage. That's kind of nuts. So what, 50% increased damage from vulnerable? It's insane. And Dominate. Gain 1 strength for each vulnerable on the enemy. There was Act 2 with Ironclad. Oh, it's placeholder art. I see. Because of early access. The Ironclad's strength surges. The flames of the demonic pact course through your blood. Cuts and bruises heal rapidly. The Valley Guard are cleaved in two. The Desert Tribe are burned to a crisp. Wind Walkers smashed into the ground. And even a familiar horde of aggressive bronze-clad warriors are set ablaze with these exciting new flames. All of Ironclad's enemies are shown no mercy. All of the Ironclad's... Ironclad? Where is everyone? The following relics will appear in future runs. While your HP is at or below 50%, you have 3 additional strength. That's cool. Paper Frog. Enemies with vulnerable take 75% more damage rather than 50. Damn. The Ruined Helmet. The first time you gain strength, each combat double the amount gained. Okay, they're all quite cool relics. This is for Chapter 2 Ironclad, I guess? For centuries, war raged between Ironclads and the Valley Guard. Driven by ambition, a young Ironclad ventures to the Forbidden Boundary and bargains with the Sacred Demon. Potions unlocked. Heal for 20% of your max HP, that seems pretty good. All cards containing strike gain 1 replay this combat. Play this card an additional time. Interesting. Ashwater. Exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Again, pretty cool. The Ironclad Rage cannot be tamed. Ascension difficulties can be activated when starting a run. Cool. I didn't see what I got this for. Placeholder again. A void of nothingness. But then, the world came into existence. It churned about and molded itself into that which tells stories. Along this journey lay a planet named Prion, a mere speck in this universe. They say there's a great story about a Spire took place there. And these are, what, generic cards, right, for anybody? The following cards will appear in future runs. Every 10 cards you draw gain energy? That's just generic energy, I guess. Energy is used to play cards from your hand. Entropy. At the start of this turn, transform 1 card in your hand. Transformed cards become a random card of any rarity. Okay. Play 2 cards from your draw pile. That's okay. 2 random cards from your draw pile specifically, which isn't quite as good, but... Interesting. So that was beating Act 3, and this one was just getting a certain amount of score, I guess. Cool. Well, that's going to be it for the first episode. It's going to be a long one because I was reading everything, I was trying to learn the game again. There's probably some parts where I'll try and cut some stuff out where I was sitting there doing math in my head for like 10 seconds at a time. We'll see how the editing goes for it. I'll make it flow as best as I can, but this game is so fucking good. And obviously, next time, I guess I'm going to play the Silent, because we just unlocked her, so I guess that's going to be the next thing. At the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Okay, that's insane. Hunters from outside the Spire, ready to stab and poison anything in her way. I remembered really liking, what they called shivs in the first game. So you could just get like free attacks all the time. That was my favorite build with her. Poison was cool too, but I liked the shivs, they were cooler. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff, and I'll see you next time with more Slay the Spire 2.